Hi, my name is Jeff Morgan. I'm from Dallas, Texas. This is December the 4th. It's about 5:40 p.m. and I just got back from work. Quick update regarding the meeting with Attorney General Ken Paxton on Wednesday, December the 6th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. If you have not RSVP'd by this point, you're out of luck. So, number one. And if you have RSVP'd, or if you RSVP'd last week, I don't know what the status is at this point. I've heard that some people have been sent emails that said that we are at capacity, that you cannot no longer get there. I'm not sure what that means exactly. I'm not sure if they just had a small room. I'm not sure if they had such an overwhelming response that maybe they were shocked by it. I don't know exactly. I am hoping that the Attorney General's office will make provision for more people to be there, would allow everybody who actually did RSVP by December the 4th to be there. That's what my hope is. I don't know if that's what's going to happen or not. I will give an update as soon as I know more, but as of 5:40 p.m. on Monday, December the 4th, I just don't know. And my apologies for that. But I was told by some people that have actually received other emails or have called the office of the Attorney General personally, or maybe it was Andrew Leone, that the decision will be made by tomorrow whether certain people can come or not come. I don't like the fact that when people put in their RSVP a week ago, they still don't know. People have had to take off work, or at least put in an application to take off work. Some people are driving 350 miles. We'll be getting up probably at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, driving in. Some people are driving in on Tuesday. I'm driving in Tuesday night and taking a hotel so that I can be there on time. It doesn't seem that it's the best way to handle things, not to have the reservation, not to be able to know if you can make a reservation and be there. And maybe, again, it may be a situation that the office got overwhelmed by the number of people that are going to be there. I don't know. I hope that that's the case and not that it's just a small number of people that they were anticipating and we have a very small room. So if possible, if anybody's from the Attorney General's office is watching this, I hope that you can give us a larger room, because I know that there are larger rooms down there, and I know that the rooms that I've been in to testify have held several hundred people. So if we have several hundred people there, that would be wonderful. But if there are not several hundred people there, perhaps we could schedule one of those rooms so that everybody who did respond, who did give an RSVP, would be able to participate. Second piece of news is that we will be having a rally afterwards on the front steps of the Capitol building. This is good news. I telephoned the individual in charge last week. I missed his message. I didn't get it until this morning, and emailed him. We had some emails across each other. We don't have the space actually reserved, but he said you can use it as a special purpose. You can just have your meeting there. So we'll be doing that. I will be sending some information to him, letting him know what type of sound equipment we have. Now, granted, you've got to understand this is going to be very low tech. Everything I do is pretty low tech. I don't have a large sound equipment. I have like an ion speaker that we'll be using for a microphone. Give people an opportunity to share their testimony so that we can put them into small YouTube clips, and share them throughout the state of Texas. If you're going to speak, please keep it to 5 minutes. 3 minutes is usually preferable because it keeps people's attention for that long and it keeps you from rambling too much. And I understand that there are such complicated issues that you could spend half a day and still not get to the bottom of it. But for the sake of letting other people understand some of the issues dealing with child support, child visitation, the Title IV defunding, whatever it is regarding the issues that we'll be talking about, please try to keep it to 5 minutes. There will be a few people that I'm hoping will speak a little bit longer. Wendy Perry is a friend of mine. She has had a very solutions-based approach. I'm hoping that she will get to present to the Attorney General during the regular meeting. I don't have any confirmation on that yet, but she has sponsored such conferences as the Parental Alienation Seminar this past April. It was held up in Collin College. Professionals from all over the state came in. Counselors, teachers, educators, some law officers there. Dr. Craig Childress flew in from California to be there. Very solution-oriented approach. Other individuals that I know of that I'm hoping will get the opportunity to present. And if not before the Attorney General, perhaps they will be able to give a 10-minute presentation on the Capitol steps. We want to hear from you. Keep it concise. Keep it short to the point. Keep it helpful. To the degree that you can, keep it positive. There are a lot of issues involved, I know, because you're talking about the parent-child relationship. You're talking about situations in which the state has intentionally or inadvertently, whatever the case may be, acted as if you as a parent were not important in your child's life or your children's life. That is wrong. And there's no way you can regain lost time. There's no way for some of you that you can regain the years that you've had to live in fear, the years of the relationships that have been damaged, perhaps even the time that you've spent in jail, the struggle that you face as you're building a new family because you've been divorced by your ex-spouse, and yet you still are haunted with child support payments, and yet it seems like your spouse may be making 5 times as much as you and possibly just profiting off the money that you're supporting, that you're giving the child support. And to add salt to the injury, to make the wound even deeper, you know that the state of Texas actually profits off of you paying child support because they collect federal incentives. That is what really fries people, that individuals, parents who love their children, their voices are silenced while we chase after federal incentives. The format of the meeting, that I do not yet know either. And that's another thing, that it's a little bit hard to know how to prepare for a meeting like this. If you're going into a meeting, you would like to have both sides be able to say, here are the topics we'll be discussing, here's how we're going to present it. The Attorney General may speak, some other people may speak. I have no clue how any of this is going to work yet. What I do know is that some people have sent me questions. I have my own questions, and I will be drafting them together later tonight and send them either in tonight or tomorrow morning, so that the Attorney General will be able to use those questions as talking points. And if you have any questions, tonight is the night to send them to me, because I am compiling the list that I have so far. If there's any that I may have missed, I'd love to hear from you tonight. My email is jeffinjordan, JEFFINJORDAN @gmail.com. And I will take your questions, but you've got to get them into me as quickly as possible. So I hope to see you all in Austin on Wednesday. I'll be down there on Tuesday evening interviewing a few people that can't make it to the meeting because they have to work, as many of us do. Many people that have to work because if they take their time off of work, they may get behind in child support and therefore could be subject to having their driver's license not being able to be renewed, or their auto registration not being able to be renewed, or even subject to jail. People that have been thrown into jail over minimal amounts due. It's appalling. But again, we hope this to be a very positive and solution-oriented approach. We cannot really deal with solutions, however, unless we actually discuss some of the problems. So we will be doing that as well. We have to be honest. If a system is broken, you must fix it. You can't help treat a person with cancer unless you first diagnose the person as having cancer. And if there's a cancer in the system, we need to be able to expose it so that we can cleanse it and deal with it, to treat it. And some things will never be fixed from the past. We hope to fix things going forward. One final thing before I close this, I forgot to mention this. For the people that have various approaches, take the good out of each approach. There are people that have good ideas. You may not agree with everything. There are a lot of individual circumstances. The person who says something that you may disagree with is not your enemy. We're all trying to solve this problem to make it better for everyone. And so we keep that in mind. Don't get mad at each other. You're on the same team. We're trying to fix things, not just for ourselves, but for our children and for our grandchildren. I look at this stuff, I do not want to see my children or my grandchildren become statistics in the future. The way things are right now, they will be worse than statistics. So we need to fix this thing for our children and our grandchildren, and also for you as parents, that you can have that strong and loving relationship with each of your children. Hope to see you down there on Wednesday. Thank you very much.